Okay, I know a lot of you are scared, but listen to me right now. They want you to be scared. That is all baked into the calculus. I need you to pay attention. They want you to be scared. Now you have to listen to this podcast. You have to listen to it in its entirety because you're going to understand what you need to do. Do you understand me? Stop being afraid. Welcome to the SLIPPT podcast. Let's just get right into it. I'm here to say what everyone else is too scared to say. This is what MAGA wants. Let them have it. Let Trump and his enablers burn it all to the ground. DEI, take it. Civil rights, take those too. Immigrants, kick them out. Go ahead, strip everything down to the bones. Destroy the country you claim to love so much and see what's left. Here's the reality. I'm done trying to convince these people that their vision of America is a nightmare. I'm done watching Democrats compromise and beg for decency. This is the time to let them do it. To let them destroy everything. And no, we're not scared. We're ready. So buckle up, because this episode is going to be harsh, unfiltered, and exactly what you need to hear to stop living in fear and start preparing for the reality ahead. Let's go. All right, let's have a conversation. Let's start by looking at what Trump has already done since coming back to power. Eliminating DEI initiatives. Trump has already gutted diversity, equity, and inclusion programs across federal agencies and major institutions. Let me tell you what that really means. Without DEI, workplaces become more discriminatory, more toxic, and less innovative. Companies that rely on diverse perspectives, companies that keep this country moving forward, will struggle to compete globally. But hey, you got your quote-unquote win, right? Let's see how you like working for less money in a failing system. Immigration and deportation policies. Let's talk about that, because that's another thing. Deportation rates are skyrocketing, with immigrants, who are the backbone of industries like agriculture, construction, and healthcare, being forced out. What happens when there's no one left to pick your food, build your homes, or care for your elderly relatives? You think you're sticking it to the liberals? But all you're doing is creating labor shortages and higher costs for yourselves. Good luck with that. Trump's rolling back civil rights. Trump's administration is targeting civil rights protections, especially for marginalized groups. Voting rights are being stripped. Protection for LGBTQ plus people are gone. And reproductive rights are under constant attack. But let's be clear. This doesn't just hurt black people, brown people, immigrants, or women. It hurts everyone. When the rights are stripped from one group, it sets a precedent for everyone else. Don't think that you will be omitted from this policy. Oh no, it's coming for you too. Knock, knock. Economic policies for the rich. Trump is doubling down on tax cuts for billionaires, while ordinary Americans, the MAGA base, see their wages stagnant. Meanwhile, public schools, infrastructure, and healthcare systems are collapsing. Oh, you gotta love it too. MAGA, this is your America. A country where billionaires thrive and you scrape by paycheck to paycheck. This is the destruction they wanted, and it's exactly what they're getting. Congratulations. Let's talk about the consequences of that vision. Let me paint you a picture of what's coming next. Economic collapse. Oh, you didn't think about that, did you, MAGA? Did you, MAGA? Okay, let's talk about it though. Without immigrants, the economy will tank. Let me say that again. Without immigrants, the economy will tank. Labor shortages will cause food prices to skyrocket. Small businesses will fold because they can't afford to hire workers. Wealth inequality will hit unprecedented levels. And the MAGA base will feel the sting hardest of all. You didn't bake that into the calculus, did ya? It didn't, did ya? Well, anyway, congratulations. The social chaos. When there's no one left to blame, MAGA's supporters will turn on each other. See, this is what they didn't think about. You didn't think about this part, did you? No, you didn't. When there's no one left to blame, who you gonna blame, MAGA? You're gonna have to start blaming each other. They'll start fighting over who's not conservative enough, and the dream of a unified America will crumble into infighting and chaos. Watch it happen. Watch it happen. And then you just have, what, a broken America? Public schools will be underfunded, healthcare will become unaffordable, and the safety net will be gone. This is the dystopia they've been begging for, and it will be a disaster for everyone, including them. But you know what? Let them have it. Let them destroy it all. Sometimes people need to experience the consequences of their actions to truly understand how wrong they were. And MAGA wasn't going to stop. This was never going to end. This is inevitable. All of this is inevitable. And I'm going to tell you from a black person's perspective. Now, let me speak directly to black Americans and other marginalized groups. We're not scared. We've survived centuries of oppression. No matter where we have been globally, we'll survive this too. If they want us gone, say it. Don't waste our time with threats. Just let us know when and where you want us to go so we can pull our money out and leave. But here's the thing. They don't actually want us to leave. They want to keep us here as scapegoats, because if we leave, they have to start turning on each other. Because, some of these people just itch to be able to be fighting, to be angry with somebody because they're miserable with their own existence. But they don't want us to leave. You've been believing they wanted you to leave. Oh no, they wanted you to leave. They would have got rid of us a long time ago. They wouldn't have let more black people into the country. Don't get it twisted. If they wanted us to go, we would have been gone. They just want you here so they don't have to blame each other. So start preparing. Save your money. Get your finances in order. Build your networks. And when the time comes, we'll be ready to move, fight, or thrive elsewhere. But we will not cower. So here's what I want to say to you. Just remember this. Like, we will not cower. We're not afraid. That's not in our nature. So start preparing. Save your money. Get your finances in order. Build your networks. And when the time comes, we'll be ready to move, fight, or thrive elsewhere. But we will not cower. We will not beg. And we will not be threatened any longer. Here's the bottom line. Trying to stop this destruction only delays the inevitable. America has been on this path for decades, and it's time for the collapse to happen. Only then can we rebuild something better, something stronger and more just. So let them take it all. Let them see what their dream America really looks like. And when they're finally realize the mess they've created, maybe we'll be here to pick up the pieces. I don't know. Because you're going to stop threatening us. That's what you're going to do. Okay? So maybe we'll be here to pick up the pieces. But here's the thing. This is what they wanted. You couldn't stop it even if you tried. All you've been doing, decade after decade, is putting a Band-Aid on this massive infection. And then it gets more and more infected, then you put another Band-Aid on it. That's all you've been doing. They've been asking for it for decades. They've been angry for a long time. This was inevitable. This was going to happen. And you need to prepare yourself for what is actually happening right now. You're in a totally different time period. This is in the 1960s. People are different. The world is interconnected. You do not need to be afraid. If they want us to go, let us know. But let them see what this America is that they want. It's going to be very, very difficult for them. Life is not going to get better. It's going to get worse for them. And yes, the rest of us are going to suffer as a consequence. But the reality is, we were going to suffer regardless because that's what they wanted. So here's what you have to do. Let them have it. All right, let me make this as clear as possible. This is the America MAGA wanted. This is what they voted for. So let them have it. Let them rip away every single thing that made this country livable. And when it all falls apart, let them look around and see who's left to blame. Because it won't be us. It sure as hell will not be us. Here's the truth. DEI wasn't the problem. Immigrants weren't the problem. Black people, brown people, LGBTQ plus people, women. None of us were the problem. The problem is the greed, corruption, and ignorance that MAGA puts on steroids. The problem is a political system that's been designed to protect the wealthy and exploit the rest of us. And the problem is people who are so blinded by hate and fear that they are willing to burn their own lives to the ground just to own the libs, or just to piss off the blacks, or just to piss off any other marginalized population of people. Because you're so angry with your existence. So angry. So here's how I look at this whole situation. You wanted it. You got it. Let them take away DEI. Let them destroy civil rights. Let them gut public schools, crash the economy, and create a dystopian hellscape where only the ultra-rich thrive. Because maybe, just maybe, when they're sitting in the wreckage of their own making, they'll finally understand. Now, for everyone listening, I'm not here to sugarcoat this. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get hard. But here's what I need you to understand. You don't have to be afraid. Fear is how they control you. Fear is how they keep you compliant and complicit. But we're done with that. So what should you be doing right now? Prepare yourself financially. Start saving. Start putting your money in places where it's safe and accessible. Get out of debt as much as you can. And if you're in debt, make a plan to manage it. They want you broke and desperate. Don't give them that power. Build your community. Stop doing it alone. Find your people, whether it's family, friends, or a larger network, and start supporting each other. Share resources, share knowledge, and make sure everyone in your circle is preparing for what's coming. Pay attention. Stop scrolling through meaningless distractions and start focusing on what's happening around you. Trump and his cronies are counting on your apathy. They're hoping you're too tired, too busy, or too scared to notice the move they're making. Don't give them that luxury. Be strategic. This is the most important thing. You have got to, and I'm not even just talking about for this moment. I'm talking about for the entirety of your life. You need to be strategic. This isn't the time for panic. I'm tired of hearing you guys panicking. This is not the time to panic. This is the time to think 3 steps ahead. If they want us gone, fine. Let's plan our exit. If they want us to take away our rights, fine. Let's prepare to fight back in ways they can't anticipate. But don't waste your energy reacting to their chaos. Use your energy to prepare and protect yourself and protect those around you that matter. Let me say this to Black people and other marginalized people. Stop begging these people for respect. Stop pleading for inclusion in a system that was never built for you. A lot of these people that you guys are trying to be friends with, these little friend freaks, they don't want you here. They've made that crystal clear. So stop playing their game. Start building your own power, your own wealth, your own systems of support. And if it comes to it and they really want us gone, let's make our plans and go. But let's do it on our terms, not theirs. Stop being afraid to have to leave. There are a lot of beautiful countries in this whole entire beautiful planet. Stop being afraid to leave. If you have to get all your investments out, which I will kindly do, I will take all of my money out of this nation and I will move somewhere else. Because you're not going to abuse and batter me and think I'm going to continue to stay. You want me gone, let me know so I can make the preparations and I can leave kindly. But don't threaten me. Show the appropriate etiquette and just tell me how you want me to leave. And let's make the plans together in the preparation, but no longer threatening me. Those days are done. And why do I say let them destroy it all? Because you can't fix what's fundamentally broken. America has been rotting from the inside out for decades, and Trump is just the latest symptom of that rot. Trying to save this country from itself is like trying to save a house that's already engulfed in flames. It's time to let it burn. And here's a harsh reality. MAGA will suffer too. They already are. But they're too blinded by hate to see it. Their wages are stagnant. Their healthcare costs are through the roof. Their kids are trapped in failing schools. Their communities are crumbling. And yet, they think their problem is diversity programs or immigrants or quote-unquote wokeness. Let them have what they want. Let them choke on it. And when the dust settles, when the country they claim to love is nothing more than a wasteland, we'll still be here. Because we've been through worse and we know how to survive. So here's my final message to you. Stop being afraid. Buckle up. Prepare yourself. And get ready for the fight of your life. They want you weak. They want you scared. And they want you to believe there's no way out. But there is a way out. It's called strategy. It's called preparation. And it's called refusing to play their game. So let them take it all. Let them destroy everything they claim to value. And when they're left with nothing but the ashes, we'll be the ones here standing, stronger, smarter, ready to maybe rebuild if we care anymore. Because maybe you pissed us off too much. But that does it for me, guys. This is SLIPPT Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you listened to this message. I'm telling you guys right now, you need to prepare yourself. You need to strategize. You need to stop being afraid. Because they want you to be afraid. Fear is going to paralyze you. And when you're paralyzed, you will be incapable of doing anything to thwart what they're doing. You need to make sure that you are armed with the knowledge. You need to listen to this podcast consistently because we're going to be talking a lot. And you need to make sure that you're constantly preparing yourself for what could be 3, 4, 5 steps from now. Do you understand? And that does it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this show. Make sure you follow us on Blue Sky. The link is on the screen. Yeah, we post things every day and we talk a little bit of trash. You might want to follow us there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Until next time, take care.